So to do a trend line from the data of the net income, I can click on that line, right click on it, and choose Add a Trend Line. So let's look at the linear regression line, and we want to forecast 4 years into the future and also display the R-squared value so we can see how close that line correlates to the actual data. So we can see with this example, the linear has a really poor R-squared. It's 0.25, so that means it does not closely represent the data. Let's go ahead and set the color of that, format the trend line, make that a green, increase its width a little bit. Okay, so let's see how the logarithmic line, the trend line, how that would work. Again, we're going to forecast forward 4 time periods or 4 years and display the R-squared value on the chart. So this one's even worse. It's trending away from that decline in the data. So it's only 0.14, which is pretty close to 0. So the logarithmic line does not closely represent the data. So let's format that. Maybe add a dark blue or a light blue line. Increase it a little bit. Okay. And then the last one we're going to look at maybe the polynomial regression line. And again, this is if there's 2 kind of changes in direction, 2 bumps or changes in direction at a trend line. Let's do the polynomial. And we'll go forward 4 time periods and display the R-squared. This one is 0.74, so that's closer to 1 than the other lines were. Let's go ahead and you can see that that really went negative on us. Let's go ahead and add in our x-axis here for include the next 4 years. And if we could, it probably would be better to spread out this data a little bit, this time period. I'm going to go ahead and color this line just so it's a different color. Okay. And let's see if we can spread out that axis a little bit. Let's do the minimum of negative. Let's do the positive at the maximum at 6. See if that spreads it out. That spreads it out a little bit. Maybe we'll make it 7,000. Okay, so that spreads it out a little bit. We can see our lines a little bit better. Let's go ahead and do the trend function. Again, I'm going to use the f of x function to help me get the arguments correct. So the known y-axis are the first 4 years of data of the net income. The known x's are the years, the first 4 years. The new x's are the next 4 years. And we're going to leave the constant at its default value. I'm going to select so it includes the 4 years I'm interested in, hit F2, and then Control Shift and Enter to copy those values. So you can see there's a decline in the values of the trend, and this chart kind of captures that. Looks like the polynomial regression line is the closest of my options that I had here to matching the data. So